I'm very thrilled to have with us in our final segment, Melody Beach, who is the founder and CEO of Melody Beach Consulting Group.
Thank you for
Melody,
having me.
welcome.
Thank you so much. I'm pleased to be here.
Yeah, well, most of the businesses, the 2,300 member businesses that are part of the Worcester Regional Chamber of Commerce and our partner affiliates are small businesses.
Right.
They're very focused on a daily basis on manufacturing or making something, providing a good or service, providing a level of hospitality or food. That's their main goal and objective. They may not, but as you know, and running a business, there's a whole bunch of elements that you need to pay attention to that aren't about making the widgets or providing the service, and you provide a very important role in that regard. So why don't you tell us about your company? Well,
I do, and that's a great segue, because a lot of small companies or even medium-sized companies, as they're growing, they're wearing multiple hats, and I truly get that as an entrepreneur myself. But I provide a service where now that they're growing and they want to focus on their customers, they now would be looking to hire somebody like myself that would focus or be the subject matter expert in HR. Right. So I can help them.
Because almost every company, unless they're one person with one employee, you've got employees.
That's right.
And there's legal requirements that the state and federal have in that regard. You want policies in place?
Policies, handbooks, absolutely. Because you want to be able to teach your employees what you're going to hold them accountable for, right? So you don't want them to not know and then come into a business and then you're trying to, let's say, reprimand them and they don't know anything about it. So I provide a service to organizations where I can help them establish those policies, procedures, handbooks. I can come in and do their hiring, all the HR fundamentals that are out there, as well as other things. Say a medium-sized company, they might be focused on change management. Maybe performance management as they're growing. So I can help them put processes and procedures in place that will achieve those goals.
And that's important. I mean, you mentioned kind of hiring someone, what are the standards and expectations that have, an employee handbook or guidelines of work. Hiring people, what's the process, checking references, all of these elements that would take an owner of a company time away from delivering the service, making the goods, and you come in on a consulting basis and work on that.
Exactly. Whether it's coming in, a few hours a month or a week, or whether it's working remotely, I can do it virtually as well. And you're right, it gives them the opportunity to focus on the areas that they need to focus on, which is growth and finances and other products that they're producing, et cetera.
Right. And the other piece of this, which is important, yes, it's great. You've got a policy in place. You've got 2 or 3 employees or whatever, but most businesses are not stagnant. You've got employee turnover coming and going. People leave for other jobs. You've got to fill new hires. You've got to rewrite, freshen up job descriptions.
All the time. You're absolutely right. Employee handbooks, annually they're reviewed because the laws are changing constantly, as we know this year with some of the laws that have come out.
And that was you anticipated my next question. I mean, we've seen just between the federal and state government, some of the changes and updates around healthcare. You've got EMAC, you've got the Family Medical Leave Act, minimum wage. All of these things are moving parts.
Exactly. And so I'm there to help the business move through that journey where the supervisors, managers, owners, whatever, in their respective areas are focused on the growth and the customers and the products. So I can go in and help them with all of those aspects and they don't have to worry about it. Just knowing that you have, it could even be just a brainstorm, Tim. Right. They might have a situation, they just don't know how to handle it. Pick up the phone and give me a call.
And with that, if somebody wants to call you, how do they get a hold of you?
Great. 508-330-0343 is my direct line.
And you're on social media, or if someone wants to get you on a website or?
All social media platforms, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram. I'm out there. My website, which is www.melodybeachconsulting.com. All my contact information's on there, as well as a contact sheet with specific information they might be looking for.
And so if you're a business out there and you're kind of worried about this, or you're just at the point where you can't handle it, they could reach out to you, call, have an appointment, and you kind of would come sit down and assess the situation and make recommendations.
That's exactly it. Every customer is unique, so I customize, and I pride myself on that, the packages for the client, because everyone's different. It's not cookie cutter. So
and what they can afford, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's needs, finances. I go in, I sit down, we have a consultation, I put together a proposal, and then we move forward in the journey if we come to a happy medium.
Right.
And then, you know, we do like retained, because I think it gives the client a breath of, what do I want to say?
A level of comfort.
Exactly.
Where you sort of have to pick up the phone, you know you've got somebody on your team that can help you.
You took the words out of my mouth. That's exactly it. But not only not only organizations do I help. I do help individuals as well, with people that are transitioning in their work employment. So whether they're transitioning on their own, or maybe they were retired and want to go back to work, I provide resume, coaching, employment prep, and in order to help them get back out in the market. So it's both organizations and individuals.
Got it. Got it. Well, we want to thank you, Melody, for being with us, for providing important service. I know you recently were accredited as well by the Better Business Bureau, right?
I was, and that was really exciting for me. So again, after 38 years of corporate, now opening up my own company, getting accredited, you know, within a short period of time, getting a good clientele, and what I'd like to say is I have a great partner out there, and I'll tell you a little bit about that later, but there is something coming down the pike that's going to actually broaden my business, and I'm really excited about it after a year of being on my own.
Well, leaving with a teaser.
I am.
All right, well, Melody, thank you. Melody Beach, and founder and owner, CEO of Melody Beach Consulting Group. Thanks.
Thank you so much.